Hi, everybody. This is Michael, and I have some breaking news. Donald Trump and Joe Biden have worked together with Qatar and Egypt to broker a ceasefire deal that will release hostages, American and Israeli, from Hamas control in the Gaza Strip. And it's a 42-day ceasefire. And what Trump just wrote on Truth Social was, we have a deal for the hostages in the Middle East. They will be released shortly. Thank you. And I'm going to keep it like that too. Now, he did say earlier they'll be held to pay if the hostages, meaning at least the American hostages, we know that are alive and being held in the Gaza Strip by Hamas, were not released by Inauguration Day, which is Monday, coming up from the time we're recording this video on the 15th of January, 2025. But a ceasefire was brokered last night, literally, so this really is breaking news. And it was done, and it will come into effect by Sunday. So the first three, at least, will be released on Sunday, the day before Inauguration Day, when Donald Trump becomes the 47th President of the United States. Now, this deal was brokered, as I may have said at the very beginning, once again, by envoys from the Biden administration and Donald Trump's own envoy to Israel. This was a joint U.S. operation, Republicans and the next administration. Trump, the president-elect, getting this done. And the parties, they were like on two separate floors because Israel won't sit with the Hamas people. But the Qataris and the Egyptians were able to get Hamas and Israel to make this deal. And obviously pressure was put on Benjamin Netanyahu of Israel also. By the incoming Trump administration, is, again, working with the Biden administration as of today, to make this happen for all Americans. And what it does is it's not just the three Americans that are going to be released and then remains of other Americans who have not survived being held captive. There are dead people too. Hostages that were taken on October 7th, 15 months ago. But there are also at least 23 Israelis that they think are alive, that are going to be released also during these next 16 days. And it's the next 16 that we're really talking about. That's called phase 1. So supposedly 33, so I don't know if there are 10 remains of Israelis that are also going to be released to their homes. But they're of women, they're of the elderly, which they consider elderly 50 or above there, of males. There are some soldiers, but there are others that are still going to be held captive. Some Israelis that are still going to be held captive past these 16 days. And there would have to be what's called a phase 2 for that. But we're not there yet, and I don't really want to get into it. I could. But until that would happen, until phase 1 happens, I don't think it's worth speculating on what may happen after that, because Hamas is buying time here to basically stay alive as an organization. They're buying 6 weeks. I'm thinking 42 days. So they get that, but is Hamas really willing to give up power? Because that's kind of what would have to happen for this to happen. Because phase 2 after this would be that, and in phase 1, by the way, and what's going to be happening starting on Sunday, Israel is going to withdraw from the populated Gaza areas in that little Gaza Strip. So they are going to pull out there, and aid's going to be able to go in to help the people of Gaza for the 42 days or 16 days or however long this lasts. But then there'll have to be conditions after that. So that is what's happening. So, and also there's a third part to this, which that is that Israel, believe it or not, is agreeing to release between 900 and 1,000 Palestinians from their prisons back into Gaza. Now, a lot of these people are terrorists and accused of murder, but this is a hostage negotiation, so there are bad guys who are going to go back. So this deal, though, will go through, and it's because, and this is the only political part I'll mention, that the inauguration is on Monday. And there's a new sheriff in town, and his name is Donald Trump, and he's the next president of the United States. But I do give Joe Biden credit. This deal was in the works since May, but there's a reason it's happening now, and it didn't happen 7 months ago. But I support Joe Biden and his help for Israel in helping to get this deal done with Donald Trump. Once again, this is a great American achievement. And that's all I'll say about this, other than to say that Hamas is only doing this because they have no other choice. Iran has been weakened. Their main backer, Hezbollah to the north, is basically done as an organization that can continue attacking Israel. Remember in the last video, and you can look at that, I talked about the end of Hezbollah being below the Litani River. And we should celebrate this moment as Americans, because Americans are being released and our ally Israel is getting some of their hostages back that were taken. So congratulations to the Biden administration and the incoming Trump administration. Thank you. But remember, history happens every day.